Alright, welcome to another episode of Soto Desperado Plays Skyrim, and in the background I listen to a lot of bitching. So, let me get the first one up here. There we go. I got Big Ward the Genius. He's a genius. Warning, life as we know it ain't gonna get any better. So it's a lot of doom and gloom sometimes recently with Ward, but he's trying to be what I would be, which would be a realist. But in reality, it depends on how you see your reality and how far you're willing to go to change it. I wasn't willing to go all the way. I was just a weak motherfucker since day one. But other people, you know, they managed to change their reality. People that, in a way, are inspirational and give you hope. So I'm hoping, you know, Big Ward in the end is one of these hopeful people. But it's okay. You know, right now times are tough. You know, we're in the time of temptation. Amen. So anyway, here's Big Ward the Genius.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is Thursday, August 16th. No, shit. Sorry, y'all. Friday. My day's all screwed up. I told you it's been a rough day. Friday, August 16th, 2024. Back with another episode. I will be going live tomorrow night. I'm not sure about the time. It's going to be between 6 and 7. Somewhere up in that 7:30 range. Because I got something to do. So hopefully around the 6 to 7:30 range, I'll let y'all know. I'll post it when I know for sure. But if the Lord willing, the creek don't rise, I'll be going live again tomorrow night. The earliest will be 6 p.m. Central Time. So, but I will post the notification soon, so y'all will know ahead of time. The one that they decide to let you know. But again, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. I really, really appreciate it. And as we look around, and a lot of us, as we struggle, trying to figure out what's the next move of how we gonna stay afloat, how we gonna survive. We're trying to figure out what's the next move, right? And hold on. That damn Bluetooth speaker be coming on. And we're trying to figure out the next move. A lot of us try to hold on to some hope, as I teach, and as I do also. I try to stay hopeful that, hey, you tell yourself, hey, things gonna get better. That's what I've always done for years. When times was hard, things didn't look too good, I didn't see a way out, what have you, I would tell myself, things gonna get better. And that's what a lot of us are doing right now. A lot of people are looking around saying, man, it's effed up out here, but things gonna get better. Do you find yourself doing that a lot? Some of y'all done gave up and said no. But a lot of us are still holding on to hope, saying, hey, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills right now. I ain't working right now. I ain't worked but one day this week so far. No, 2 days. I work 2 days a week, but it equal up to one day. What I used to make in one day, it took me 2 days to make. And it's been like that for a while now. Not just a couple of weeks, a couple of years, a few years. For the last 4 years, everything has been going down here. That it hasn't steadied. It hasn't like fluctuated. It's been straight down. Started out slow, now it's been picked up speed. We've been in a steady downward spiral. We haven't leveled off. At some point in time, people were predicting that, hey, we're gonna go like this, but then it'll level off. And then it may start doing this again. No. It's been straight downhill. Non-stop. No leveling off, no fluctuating. You know how you see them little graphs would go up and, you know, fluctuate. It ain't doing that. It's straight down. So you find yourself saying, in order to cope, I know it's going to get better. It always has. We've been through hard times before. We've been through tough times before. As a person, as a country, as a people, we've been through tough times before, and we always bounce back. We always come back. Things got better. But now a lot of us are sitting around saying to ourselves, but will this get better? I know I am. And for those of y'all who talking about, damn, there he go that doom and gloom again, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. Just gonna be some doom and gloom. Bye. Go watch Andy Griffith or something. Well, y'all too young to know what Andy Griffith is. Go watch Love and Hip Hop or something. You know, something like that. Family Feud with Steve Harvey. Yeah. Go watch something else. Football, some rerun of football, whatever. Just doom and gloom right here. If that's what y'all want to call it. Me telling the truth. So, if you sitting around finding yourself, asking yourself, will it get any better? To be honest with y'all, man, and I'm a positive dude. I hold on. I always feel like you just keep working, you just keep grinding, you just keep going. Don't give up. Don't quit. And things will get better. I'm that dude. But I'm looking around now like, damn. Especially according to the Bible prophecy, if you believe in that. Nostradamus, if you believe in that. Some witch, some damn wherever you believe in that, what have you. One thing they predict, all of them, is that we're in the last days. So with that being said, because in the last days, it ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna only get worse.
Got you.
Until God establishes a new kingdom. Whatever the Bible says. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You Bible scholars. But it's going to have to get a whole lot worse before it get better. And we just in the beginning of the downward spiral to where no, this time, it ain't going to do this no more. No time soon. Until a lot of other things happen that's going to be bad. Well, damn, big boy, what happened to your message of hope? I still got it. But this time it's different. This message of hope is, no matter what happens, because it's going to happen. No matter how bad it gets, because it's going to get worse. You can still make it. You can still survive. Right now, the goal ain't about getting millions of dollars. If you can get it, that's fine. Right about now, the goal ain't about getting no relationship and families and all that type, getting married, having a family, blah, blah, blah. Unless it's something to do with y'all joining together, helping each other to survive. Everything you should be doing right about now is based on your survival plan. If marriage or relationship is part of your survival plan, that's the only reason you should be doing it. If you're getting with somebody that's on the same page as you, when it comes to what's going on right now, getting together, working together as a unit to survive. Like the Mexicans do, Chinese do, them other folks, how they 10 of them in one house. The rent, they paying $20 for the rent. Each. Unless you're doing something like that. And which a lot of people ain't with that. I'm independent, whatever. If you can't pay all the bill, a man supposed to bill. If you can't deal with nothing like that right now, fellas. You gotta leave that booty on Facebook. That big old pretty booty you looking at on Facebook and Instagram, you gotta leave that right there. Cause it has no value in the days we living in right now and where we headed. It has no value. Busting a nut is useless right now. It ain't busting a nut ain't gonna help you feel no better when you homeless out here in the hot ass heat. You're hungry. Busting a nut ain't gonna help that. You ain't gonna even want that. When I'm worried about these bills, how I'm gonna do, I don't want no coochie. I want money. I want food. I want some AC in the heat. I want some heat in the cold. And the women can relate too. I can now I understand how women feel when they don't want no broke man. We around here broke. I understand what a woman say now when she don't want no struggle love. I want to be around here. I'm as a man. As a man, I don't want to be around here struggling broke, then I want some coochie. I ain't thinking about no coochie. I don't know about you as a man. Me personally, when time's hard, things ain't going right, a woman, last thing on my mind, unless she got some of this. Hold on, y'all. When times are hard, as a man, I'm a man. Right now, times are hard. But I know how to get by. I don't like it. I'm doing stuff that I don't like to do. I want to be able to live free and do and go and come without free. Right now, I gotta tighten up like everybody else. There's no such thing as too much money right now. So what are we gonna do? If it ain't somebody or something that's talking about surviving right now, don't deal with it. All that love shit, which love, if it's love, but they talking about how we gonna survive together without love, rock with it. But if somebody over there, all they worried about, you ain't called me, you ain't kissed me, you ain't told me how beautiful I am, all that type of stuff, why you why you ain't called me? We ain't got time for that right now, baby. If you ain't talking about surviving right now, because I hate to say it, y'all. I hate to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want it to be this way. What I'm telling y'all, if you ain't figured it out by now, it ain't gonna get no better. As much as I preach, as much as I talk about it's gonna get better, just hold on. It ain't gonna get no better. But you're gonna make it. You're gonna still make it, even if it don't get no better.
That's my horse. That's my fucking horse. I shot my own horse.
Damn, I hate to say it, man.
I'm sorry, baby.
Look, y'all. You know I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some of us ain't gonna make it. I'm trying my best to be hopeful. I'm trying my best to spread cheer and joy. But do you want the truth? Even if it hurt? Or do you want a lie that feel good? The truth is, it's gonna get harder. The truth is, a lot of people ain't gonna make it. Everybody ain't built for it. Not saying that everybody can't make it. Everybody listening to me right now can make it through what we got coming up right now. Everybody can make it, but everybody won't. The ones who gonna make it are gonna be the ones that's willing to do whatever it takes, by any means necessary. Some of y'all ain't willing to do that. We really are approaching the time of prey and predator like we have never been before. Other than the caveman days or the old prehistoric days, you know, was when King Arthur and all them boys, the Wild Wild West, this, that, and the other. We heading back. History is repeating itself. We heading to another time where it's already a dog-eat-dog world, but y'all know what I mean. It's going to become less and less civilized. More and more people, like I told y'all how I was reduced to the animal level at one time, more and more people are going to be reduced to the animal level of survival. If you know how animals survive, how an animal get down when it come down to surviving, an animal eat out of trash cans, dumpsters, off the ground, they don't give a damn. Crap in the middle of the street. Go for however long without bathing. Yes, we heading to the animal level. For everyday average American citizen, we heading there on a fast track. Lord, I don't want to have to tell y'all that. But I know it though. I know it. The red flags are everywhere. The warnings are sounding. The alarm is sounding everywhere. Just open your eyes. Will Kamala get it right? Will Trump get it right? No. This shit bound to happen. Trump or Kamala. The destruction, prophecy, whatever you want to call it, the ball already rolling. It's already set in motion. Trump can't stop it. Kamala can't stop it. And I honestly believe Trump want to stop it. He gonna put forth a good effort to stop it. That's why they try to take him out. Because they don't want it stopped. We going in a direction that's planned. Planned by who? I don't know. But this is not no accident, because the problem we were facing were common sense problems, with common sense solutions that I know damn well these people ain't that stupid. Couldn't figure out what needed to be done. Couldn't figure out that you shouldn't have your borders wide open like that, dude. No other country has survived with wide open borders. Your country can't survive with wide open borders. Your country can't survive if it's being invaded every day by foreigners. Unless it's somebody who don't want it to survive. That's not somebody that's in charge right now that don't have a clue that this ain't supposed to happen like this. You can't do that. You can't do that if you want to be healthy. You can't eat a bunch of fried food if you want to be healthy. We all know that, right? That's common sense. So if you eating a bunch of fried food, don't be looking surprised when you got high blood pressure, high cholesterol, strokes, and all that type shit. Don't be surprised. So these people are not surprised that our country is going like this and the world is going like this, because it's planned. They didn't get caught off guard. They know eating fried food give you high cholesterol, high blood pressure, bad heart, clogged arteries. They know that. So they know leaving the border wide open, not addressing it years ago, not recently, not just Kamala Harris. You know, I blame her too. She the border czar. She left the border wide open because she had to. She had to. She was commanded to, ordered to. Biden ordered to. Trump was the only one. Said, no, we ain't doing that. That's why he got to go. We ain't doing that. We're going to close these borders. We're going to deport all the people. The power that be to say, no, you ain't doing that. We run this, Mr. Trump. The first one was a warning shot. They could have got him. That was a warning shot. Believe it or not. If they wanted to get him, ain't no way that man, they had an easy access to him. This just to let you know we can touch you anytime we want to. That was a warning shot. They weren't really trying to get rid of him. But if they have to get rid of him, if he don't play ball, they will. Right now they warning him, because they don't want the repercussions of what would have came if they would have got rid of him. It would have been worse. But if he don't do what they say do, the second time won't be a miss. I hate to say this, but it is what it is. And even if I don't say it, a lot of y'all already know it anyway. A lot of y'all already thinking it anyway. I ain't got to say it. Y'all already thinking it. I'm telling you what you're already thinking. I'm telling you what you're already observing. I'm confirming what you already seeing. I ain't making this stuff up. Y'all ain't stupid. Y'all got common sense. Y'all see what's going on. I'm not making this up. A lot of y'all listening, being other people, hoping that we'll tell y'all, it's going to get better, y'all. Don't worry about it. I ain't going to do that. I thought it was going to get better. I was hoping it was going to get better. I'm just like y'all. Don't forget I'm a human just like y'all. I was hoping it was going to get better. I thought it was going to get better. But now I'm seeing Bible prophecy coming to pass. If the Bible prophecy is true, it's going to get fucked up. Trump or Harris. It don't matter. So get your survival mindset on. That's what you do. Talking about buying homes and this, that, and credit cards and all that bullshit and financing cars and taking trips to Cancun, what have you. Then maybe that might not be a bad idea since the shit's gonna be fucked up anyway. Might as well enjoy yourself while we can. So I rewind that. You wanna go on vacation, you wanna take a trip, knock yourself out. Wanna go to the casino? Wanna fuck out for a little while? Knock yourself out. What they call that boom something. The one you like, well, like somebody who got some terminal illness. They already know they ain't got but 2-3 months to live. You might as well smoke you some weed and drink and party, unless you want to get right with the Lord. And them folk might say, well, nah, you need to be getting right with the Lord. You need to be doing all that. But if you don't believe in all that, you ain't got but 2-3 months to live. You might as well do what the hell you want to do. Smoke some crack, whatever the fuck. You out of here in 2-3 months anyway. They told you ain't got no hope. You know it. You feel it. Your body breaking down. Shit. Party. Like it's 1999. Prince. But when you come back from your vacation to Cancun, what have you, buckle up and get ready. Prepare. I'm preaching preparation from here on out. Prepare. Get ready. Get your mind right. Get your body right. Your finances the best you can. Get these right. Take some self-defense classes. Get these right. Get them right. Get these right. Combat. Prepare for combat. That's it from the hit out street, y'all. If you don't want to hear me talking this, bye. You want to hear the truth? You came to the right place. I'm not talking about relationships right now. I'll get back to that. We'll talk about whatever. Y'all know I'll talk about whatever. This is pressing on me right now. It's pressing on me because I'm sitting here thinking to myself too. After another day of not working, I'm thinking to myself too. After these people trying to scam me, I'm thinking to myself too, like, damn, is it gonna get any better? I've been telling myself this for the last few years. It's gonna get better. As I watch it get worse. I'm asking myself, is it gonna get better? As I watch it get worse. And even I'm starting to say, you know what? It's a good possibility. It ain't gonna get no better, y'all. So get ready. Get it, got it, good. Bye.
Shit, I got too much crap on me. I think I got some shit I don't need on me. Let's see. And I gotta go dump some of this shit somewhere. Got so much crap on me. Oh, I never got rid of these linens. Well, they don't weigh anything, but still, just I got so much crap. Torches, tankard. This dumb shit. Anyway. I think one's still alive. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back here. Yeah, I had hoped that they'd be more hopeful, but the truth is you do have to be prepared for this. I mean, those of you who have had hard lives, you know how to survive. But surviving isn't living, and what's happening is America got, well, not really America, but I'd say the whole world got the squeeze. And once you got the squeeze going on, you have no choice but to do the minimum to survive. I mean, there's things out there that I second guess buying simply because I can't really afford them. I mean, it's too much money. So that's what's going on. You're just going to have to reduce until you can survive on whatever you got. Or accomplish something. All right. That was Big Word to Genius. Now it's I go by Tool Jordan. Is a new subscription. It's a young man. He says I'm facing eviction. All right.
YouTube, what up? What it do? It's your homie. I go by Tool. Back with another vid. Shout out to everybody rocking with the channel. Today is Thursday. I don't know the date. I just know it's Thursday. And I'm happy because I love when it comes to Fridays, man. Fridays, even though I still work, Fridays just make, I get paid. Feel like that. I get paid. Fridays come in, I get paid, and it makes it a better day. How about you? I got y'all coming with these topics. I mean, I got another subscriber wrote me my email, told me about their situation. Of course, I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not doing that. He said that basically, she is facing eviction.
Oh, the ladies.
Nah, I never faced eviction before.
I have.
Cause I'm gonna get the dough before they kick down the dough and take all my stuff and leave it on the floor. See, this thing with me. When it comes to this eviction thing, I grew up seeing people getting evicted, family members. I'm pretty sure y'all have too. One thing my parents told me is make sure them bills paid. Make sure them bills paid. You may want this. You may want, like I always say, a lot of y'all want to wear this type of stuff, wear that. Y'all want to do this. You may want to do all these things. But before you decide to do stuff that you want to do, you gotta what? Make sure them bills paid. Make sure them bills paid. Because as an adult, you gotta make sure them bills is paid. See, a lot of people, man, they don't want to take on responsibilities. And for y'all young dudes, young women, young boys, y'all, your 20s that's watching me too, even your adults, because some of y'all adults still ain't getting it. Still ain't understanding that you got to pay your bills. You got to pay your bills or you ain't going to have nowhere to live. Like, how many times I got to keep telling y'all this in these videos? See, people not understanding this. I always preach this. Stop trying to live above your means. Stop it. If anybody you don't want to listen to, and I'm pretty sure y'all had your parents, people around you tell you, stop it. Stop living above your means. Do I gotta say it slower? Stop living your means. You need to rewind this, because this is what happens. We got a lot of people in the comment section. Tell you cheap. This is why I tell you, save your money. Put your money up. It's okay to, splurge, do all that, but make sure you got money saved and make sure you ain't overspending. This is what happens. This is what happens when you trying to live a life that you can't afford. Man, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. You trying to live a life you can't afford. Look at my eyes. Cause that's what y'all do. Y'all know y'all can't afford it, so you close your eyes and pray to God. I hope things gonna work out right. I hope things gonna work out. And God like, hey man, hey, don't be praying to me talking about something. You hope things gonna work out right. Because I already told you. I sent somebody to tell you. And his name is T-O-O-L Jordan. He told you, don't live beyond your means. I sent somebody to you. I sent the message to you. And that's me, by the way. Living above your means. See, evictions is sad. I mean, I just seen one a few minutes ago, to be honest. I was driving through this neighborhood. Not this neighborhood, but this apartment complex. And what do you behold? I said, this got to be a sign to really do a video on this. Cause now this is a second confirmation. And what do you behold? That people's stuff was all. I started to take a picture of it, but I said, no, that ain't nothing to showcase, cause that is sad. Box springs out there, beds, TV, kids, cups, bottles, everything out there. And I never could understand how people could allow that to happen to them. I understand, yeah, you lose your job and all that, but that's when that stuff happens, because you don't know what finance hardship you go through. That's why they say have a savings. Save your money. Save your goddamn money. I'm going to keep telling y'all. Y'all ain't got no other YouTubers telling you save your money. They just want you to click on their videos and give them some views. I do too. But I want you to save your money. Stop it. Save your money, man, because I'm going to tell you one thing. If you go through a situation like this, it's no joke. You want to sit here and think that, oh man, like, think that things gonna keep going your way. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You got to have money to survive out here, man. And people not understanding that you got to have money. And all the people say, oh, money ain't everything. You crazy. Uh-huh. You're crazy. Okay, try to get it. You get evicted, you gonna see money, everything. Eviction, you gonna see money, everything. So let's start there. People going through things, people losing houses that they done paid for, foreclosures, all that because of the inflation. But one thing we forgetting about is to save your money. Save your what? Save your money. Don't live beyond your means. Live below them. You won't have to worry about that. You won't have to worry about, oh man, how I'm going to pay my rent. You won't have to worry about, no, don't do this, don't do that. You won't have to worry about, hey, man, why don't God, this finna happen? Because you saved your money. You saved your money and you didn't sit there and, try to live a life that you can't afford. And this person, man, I'm just like, my heart go out to her, And I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I sent them $100, but that's all I could do. And the person could be lying, I don't know, but that's just how I am. So, but I wish that person the best, man, because eviction ain't no joke. And hopefully that person learned from the situation and say, I would never go through this again. Look at it as a learning experience and never go through it again, man. But this young man I go by too. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I'm out.
Huh. Well, shout out to the guy who's getting evicted. That's why when I got kicked out of my fucking apartment because I couldn't dispute it, I should have told them I had a court date and they would have let me go, but I got all afraid. I started making decisions out of fear, and so I didn't say anything. And basically, what happened is they kicked me out, and they, that's all that's to it. That's what happens when you don't show up to court dates. They win, and I should have tried harder. Should have done something. Should have told my lawyer. And the thing is, the lawyer. That guy was, Jesus. I think I should have gone for the Mexican guy because the Mexicano, at least he was peppy and he would explain things. But I don't know. The whole thing's a scam. Doesn't even matter. Either way, the way I see it, these people. They're just there to make money off you. He's right. It's all money. And it's sad that that's what it's come to, is that it's all money. Yeah. Can't trust nobody. Couldn't trust my mother. She was crazy. My lawyer, I tried to get him to explain things. He wouldn't teach me anything. He's not there to teach you. He's just there to do the paperwork, essentially. He did answer some questions, but I just don't get it. And when it comes to the law, it's like they do everything in their power to make sure you're convicted without even reviewing the evidence in public. And I never got to see anything or experience anything. It pretty much screwed me. But anyway, I would recommend that the gentleman that is having the eviction problem go to court and make a case. Go to your court date. Do not fuck up and ignore it like I did. You will get kicked out with your animals out in the street. I had to have my babies out there in the street for like 2 weeks while I was living out of my vehicle. Or no, it was a weekend, a little bit over a week, I think. I was living out of my fucking vehicle, trying to feed my cats outside. Thankfully, the cats didn't know any better, so they just stayed in the local area. They didn't wander around. They stayed where they lived, even without me putting them out, because I would never let the cats go out. Nowadays, I do, especially when it's cold out. I'll let them go outside and run free for a bit. because nobody's going to mess with them. It's risky, but it's they're allowed to live their little cat lives. You know what I mean? So anyway, I went ahead and I kept feeding them. They kept staying there, and I managed to go back and get them one at a time. I got them one at a time. All the cats, even the local cat that was there, and because he would follow me around because he knew I had food. And I brought him, and I had to leave all the other cats because I would leave food out for all the cats in the area. And ultimately, that's what happened. They just totally threw me out, and I can't go back there and feed those cats. Well, I can, but it's a long drive. I moved out to a totally different area, and I just, with my little car, I don't have the gas and the resources to fix my car if it gets screwed. And that's the only thing I regret is, see, I had all my cats on the inside, and I would feed them on the inside, and I'd give food out to the cats on the outside. And the reason I do that is because, I love cats. And all those cats that would come at night and try to get something to eat, they would smell the food. I let them all down after what happened. It's sad. But yeah, definitely go to court, make a case, tell them that you're struggling right now, and it's a situation, and maybe he'll let you stay. But it's unlikely because these commercial courts out of Rome, which is what they are, they're all commercial courts out of Rome, are about business or the bottom line, as you could say. They're not really about anything else. They're always biased towards a company. They're never really for the individual. They're used to stepping on the individual and just giving being one-sided towards business. The business would really have to fuck up in order for you to win, in other words. But anyway, next video, this is from Sent My Own Way. Don't overshare, especially at work. Okay. See, this is that's something I do a lot. I overshare my shit because I'm anxious to share my experiences. But just like that video I made for that lady that was lonely, and the other video I made for the lady who was depressed, they don't care in the end. The depressed lady never responded. For all I know, she offed herself. I don't know. And the other lady, when she did respond, she was like laughing at me and shit. She was the one on the fucking video having a pity party and saying how lonely she was, and I tried to give her advice based on my experience, and she just laughed at everything I said. She said she couldn't even finish half the video. So she's got some sort of ADD problem or something. I don't know. But, when you laugh at me and I try to help you, and I'm just trying to help you, and you laugh at me, you think I'm nothing, and that she basically said that I was irrelevant, that nothing I said matters. She just blew me off. Then that person who just blew you off when you're trying to help them, they deserve their loneliness, they deserve their pain and suffering, whatever it is. That's what I learned in life is, if you go out and you try to help somebody and they won't receive you, leave them be. Just leave them in the arms of the Lord. Forget it. Just keep going. Because that means, no, baby, you can't be up there. No. Come on. Stop it, baby. Anyway, if they deny you, if they don't want you, they don't believe in you, they don't have faith in you enough to receive help, or they just devalue your advice and devalue your intention, the best thing to do is just dump them. Either get rid of them, get them out of your life, or just leave them alone. That guy that was living here, he thought he was going to live here scot-free just because we're friends. I'm not here to put a fucking roof over your head. I put up with that shit for a couple of months. It was pretty nasty, what he did. But, I tried him. I tried to help him. And in the end, he's going to go his own way. He's going to do his own thing. his pride makes all his decisions. His pride, and he's very shady because he doesn't like to give a social disadvantage or have a social disadvantage or a weakness during a conversation. He won't admit the truth, and he just goes into denial very conveniently. So in other words, after a while, he treated me like corporate because I was charging him rent. He treated me like corporate, a friend of his, because I was charging him rent. And he tried to bullshit his way out of rent and all this and working. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I can't bullshit my way out of working. I have to do something to keep the money flowing. Where the fuck does he get off doing that, you know? But anyway, I overshare, just like I did right now. I overshared. But at work, I noticed that when you give your stories and you share personal experiences, people will laugh at you. People will deny you. People will agree with you, but they'll also use it as leverage, social, political leverage, to try to get you in a position, maneuver you around, control you. Especially managers. Managers always take advantage of that. If you get too close to the wrong kind of manager, you're gonna be fucked, because their instinct is to fuck you over, and control you. They're gonna screw you somehow. But anyway, let's see what Sent My Own Way has to say.
Bother bringing up your problems, shortcomings, or flaws to people, especially if you don't know them very well. Don't even take a moment to mention the tough situation you're going through, or the thorn in your side, or whatever's bugging you, because it's just going to make you look weak, and then they're going to know your weakness, and they're going to know that you think about it sometimes, which is a natural thing to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when people know about it, it changes things. And I've noticed this, and it took me way too long to pick up on it. So I definitely feel like it's worth talking about, because I was oblivious for a long time. Growing up, I had a positive mindset, and I still try to maintain that. It's kind of a survival mechanism, but I had a really positive mindset when I was younger. People around me told me that that was the way to be, and it got me through a lot of situations. The fake it till you make it tactic is actually pretty effective, so don't sleep on that when you need to, but it can't be held up forever. You can't wear the mask forever. It's not natural. Eventually it has to come down. You think you spend enough time with people, and then you start talking about what you're going through, You decide to peel back the layers and let them know what's on your mind lately. The thing is, you think it's just a casual conversation, but it's something that they remember, and if it strikes a certain nerve of theirs, then it's going to stick with them, and they're going to know that that's something that you deal with, and they're going to find some way to use that against you.
Right.
Unfortunately, some people are just like this, so don't
Dangerous.
Get a new job and think you're cool with somebody and start opening up to them in that way, because then they have something on you. They can use that in some
other shit.
Dumb way against you in the future, and that's just not something you want to deal with. Or it'll just be something that people will gang up on you. If more than a handful of people start finding out about your problems, then they're going to view you as the person with the issues around here. So if you do have a lot of problems, or just things you've been dealing with lately, keep it to yourself. This probably sounds obvious to you guys, but I kind of had to pick up along the way and figure these things out piece by piece, and it's finally starting to make sense now that I'm in my 30s. So I just keep it to myself. I really don't try to make any more friends. I have good friends from when I was younger that have still stuck around. We still keep in contact, so that's been really nice. So at this next job, I think I'm just going to focus strictly on the job, getting it done. If I have to be a bit of an asshole, so be it. I'm a restaurant manager, so
bit of an asshole.
That's what I'll be up to. I'm trying to save $5,000 And once I do that, I'll try and save $10,000, and then I'll see where I'm at. That's the plan. Just stay in the van and save money. I'm not sure if I want to buy a home around here. I'm not sure if this is going to be a job for me, but I figure if I can save 10 grand just off of this job in the coming weeks, that's something I can use for whatever I want to do next. But I am excited. I love to meet new people. This is a new city. So we'll see where it all goes. I just don't want to get too close to anybody and start spilling the beans on the past and whatnot. I mean, if they find the channel or whatever, that's fine. I'm not stressing too hard about people finding the channel at this point. My friends know about the channel. I am not going to tell my job about the channel, but if somebody finds out, it is what it is. Life goes on. Hopefully I won't get fired about it, but if I do, unfortunately, you know, like everybody else, I might have to get rid of the channel. So we'll see what happens. I just use this kind of as a journal to keep people posted on how wild life can get sometimes. I know people have got it much worse out there, but I know other people, they play it safe, which is probably the wise thing to do. I know a lot of people don't go around living in their van, and they're already saving money. I hope you guys are already in a spot where you can save some money, maybe staying with your folks, or just not working yourselves to death. I'm expecting to work about 50 hours a week at this upcoming job because it's salary. So I think the company's going to get their money's worth out of me, but hopefully it won't be all that bad. And everybody I've met so far has been pretty cool, but I hear they can be cutthroat. So I'm ready for that. I've had a lot of jobs, and I know that some employers are really bad, but I think that they've probably gone through enough people that they are more accommodating now, hopefully. That's what I'm looking for, is a job that's at least a little bit accommodating, because most jobs, it's like they don't let you get away with anything, you know? I don't want to have to be too uptight at work. I understand I'm going to be in a leadership position, but at the same time, I need to be able to have the breathing room to work properly. I've had a lot of jobs where I had to deal with micromanagement, and that was terrible. That's the worst kind of slave driving, when they have to check up on you every 10 minutes, or they feel like they have to check up on you every 10 minutes. They don't think you can just do your simple job. And they've probably been told by their higher-ups to do that because, again, employers don't view you as a capable person a lot of the time. So hopefully this job coming up is a little different. I've got high hopes for it. I've heard good things. The benefits are looking pretty good. We'll see where all that goes. And yeah, I'm supposed to start next week. Early next week. Looking forward to that. It's got that new job feeling about it, for sure. Like, oh, where am I going to be standing around all day? Just the simple questions when you haven't even done your first day yet. And you wonder how it's going to be, but I think I'll be in the groove by the first week or two. It seems pretty to the point as far as the job explanation, and I know somebody who works there too, so that's very helpful. One of my best friends helped me get the job. He told me about the job, so I was probably in there from the get-go. As we all know, it helps to know somebody, so I'm viewing this as a blessing. And the pay is pretty good, and I'll save what I can. I'll keep doing the van thing. Fall is coming, so it shouldn't be all that bad. It's been hot. The summer has been brutal, but the past few days it's been cooling down. It's been really nice. It feels great out this morning. You see I'm by the Cracker Barrel. I haven't actually been in the store at all, but it's just a chill little place to park for the moment. Probably got to get moving here pretty soon. See what's going on for the day. And just, if you get a new job, if you meet new people, don't tell them about your whole background and your whole life right away. You know, if they seem cool, maybe still don't do it then. That's kind of what I've learned throughout all of these various situations, because I've experimented with meeting new people. I try to go with what works best to make a solid acquaintance with people. So I've tried different things throughout my life to see if I can get people to stick around or like me or get along with me at least enough to get through a shift at work. And yeah, I've just kind of learned the less you do, the better off you are. You're better off just going quiet. You know, don't freak people out with your quietness. If they want to get to know you, you know, maybe ask simple questions. But if you gotta let them know, like, hey man, I'm just here for the money, I'm not really here to make friends, I feel like a lot of people will agree with that, because that's where our headspace is at lately, you know. It's just, you can't have people walking around with the wrong idea about you, because it's going to affect everything, and people are going to look at you different. And just keep to yourself. That's what I'm telling myself, especially with this management position. Gosh, I think I'm just gonna be to the point, you know. If I have to tell it like it is, I have to tell it like it is, and that's the strategy I'm taking. Anyway, good talking to you guys. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. How's it going at your job? Alright, see you in the next one.
I need to get some training because I'm already leveled up again. Alright. So, like I said, you know, you chit-chat with people. Sometimes you'll get a great friend that you could trust. And sometimes you get this anal jerk that just uses... He just uses what he knows about you to play games with you. And it causes a lot of fights when you do that. It really does. Let's see. Trying to get rid of as much of this metal as possible. Keep the hide because I'm going to try to improve myself. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, I think people pretty much they're in a sad, sorry state, and they're in denial, and they're not going to change. And when you give them ammunition, in the end, it's just a way of them getting entertained at your expense. Because ultimately, that's what they do. They'll go ahead and entertain themselves at your expense, which sucks. You know, you don't really want that to happen. But yet there it is, right?
You're home. Did you bring me anything? Wow.
Potions. I'd give you Dawnbreaker, but I'll give you a book. Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't. What if that's one of the... Fuck. What if that's one of the books? Oh, shit.
This is great. Wow, thanks.
Okay, well. Yeah, I remember people have just been, in my life, people have just been small, petty, pathetic in every way imaginable. People have just sucked, period. And I used to think, well, maybe it's the way I look, maybe it's the way I am, maybe it's just me. And that just isn't always the case, guys. Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes people just suck. And my mother, she was in denial. I would explain things to her. I would take the time to explain things to her. And she still was in denial all the time. And after a while, you just stop trying. Because you realize, these people are in pain, they're in trouble, but because they're in denial, you can't help them. It's like somebody having a drinking problem. Somebody has a drinking problem, they have to come to terms with it at a personal level, accept that they have an issue, and then decide to find it in themselves to take appropriate action. And a lot of these people will not do that. They simply won't. And you could feel sorry for them and point the finger and all that, but in the end, no. No. It doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't work that way at all. You have to be willing to love and accept your situation there, and the reality thereof. And most people are just not willing to do it. It's sad. Oh shit, did I take it all back? Oh fuck. Okay, fuck it. Well, it's not that heavy. I'll come back later and make some more potions. I gotta sell some of these potions because they're too useless. Yay. Chasing butterflies, guys. Butterflies. Come here, Mr. Butterfly. I need your wings. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to end the video here and sell. And after this, I'll have to go make some potions and do a few more missions on this character. So far, his character's been pretty good. She's ready to level up, so I got to go get her trained at the Mage's College and turned into books for next time. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And these guys, they're pretty good. They're pretty good speakers. And everybody I listen to has a point. Even the assholes in my life. They have sometimes revealed, these people that like to use each other and use other people, like to dominate and shit. Sometimes they do have a good side and a soft side. They just don't show it very much because they don't want to get hurt. But the thing is, you have to talk to them in private with nobody else around to get the truth about that. Keep it in confidence. Nobody's online's gonna use any of this shit against me. Nobody cares, which is fine. But ultimately, people can take something you say or suggest or even have an opinion about objectively and say, well, you had an opinion about that, so that means you know all about it, and that means you're responsible for it. So you're one of those people. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. You know, I can talk about crime, but that doesn't mean I'm committing crime. You know what I mean? It doesn't. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Until later on, take care.